Good day, young learners. We have learned quite a few parts of speech in English grammar. Today, we'll be focusing more on an important part of speech, that is, the preposition. A preposition can be defined as a word that relates a noun or a pronoun to another word. It indicates the position of one object with respect to another. It is also the locator of time and place. Given on the screen are a list of common prepositions used in sentences. Prepositions like we discussed are used to indicate location, position, time, amongst other things. Let's now look at the uses of some important prepositions. First, we'll be dealing with a few prepositions related to place and position of nouns and pronouns to another object. The preposition beneath is used to indicate a lower level or position of a person or an object. This preposition is used when the object or person referred to is relatively closer to the other object in terms of position. Let's have a look at the two examples on the screen. In both of these sentences, the distance between the objects is not much and therefore the preposition beneath has been used. On the other hand, the preposition under is used to point at an object that is directly below it. It is also used to indicate that an object is covered in something or below the surface of something. Unlike the preposition beneath, under is used when the object is relatively far. We can also use it to indicate a lower age group, etc. In the first sentence, under has been used to indicate the position of the object, whereas in the second sentence, it has been used to refer to a number less than 60. Next, we move on to the preposition below. This preposition again is used to indicate a lower level, position, amount, or rank. In the example, the preposition has been used state that the author's name was published just under the title, thus indicating lower position. The prepositions we'll be learning next are over and above. The preposition over is used to refer to something that covers someone or some object. It is also used to indicate a higher position without touching the other person or object being referred to. It is also used to indicate that a given figure is higher than something else with respect to age or money. Consider the examples. The word over has been used to indicate a higher position in the first example, whereas it refers to a higher amount than ₹100 in the second example. The preposition above is also used to refer to a higher place or position. It is also used in relation to a minimum level or a fixed point. 1. He puts his child's needs above his own. 2. The temperature soared above 45 degrees. In the first example, the word refers to a higher level, whereas in the second example, it relates to a temperature over 45 degrees. The prepositions on and upon are very commonly used. On is used to refer to things that are at rest, whereas upon is used to speak of things that are still in motion. The meaning of this can be understood with the given examples. Next, we'll be learning about two groups of prepositions. Both prepositions in and at are used to indicate an activity being done. The next group of to, into, and towards is however used to indicate of movement of something. In the first example, in has been used to refer to an activity of praying. In the second and third examples, the prepositions into and towards refer to the movement of the snake and the child towards its mother, respectively. The prepositions in, on, at are commonly used to indicate place. In is used to indicate the idea of a larger area. On is used to refer to names of lanes, streets, etc. At is used to indicate a specific place or address. The given examples refer to the functions performed by each of the three prepositions that indicate a place. The same group of prepositions are also used to refer to time. In the given examples, in is used to show non-specific times during a day, month, or season. On indicates days and dates, whereas at shows a specific time. The prepositions between and among are used when two people or more than two people are involved, respectively, as shown in the examples given. The next two prepositions deal with positions and additions. The word beside refers to near or by the side of a particular spot or place. However, besides means in addition to or apart from something else. In the first case, the word beside indicates the position of the boy sitting next to his father, whereas in the following examples, besides has been used to indicate the boy speaks two languages apart from English. Lastly, we will be learning about three important prepositions dealing with time and its duration. Since and from deal with a point in time as reflected in the following examples. The preposition for, however, is used to refer to a specific period of time or purpose. In the first example, the preposition is used to indicate a duration of 10 years, while in the second example, it refers to a purpose, that is, a trek with friends. You may get questions pertaining to this topic in two forms. You may either have to pick out the prepositions or fill in the blanks with suitable prepositions.